Welcome to Simply Naturally Simi. I am making keto pizza and it's going to have no marzipan taste because I am not using any almond flour. So you are going to need 225 grams of grated mozzarella cheese. I've got 2 bowls there in front of me for a reason. So to the mozzarella cheese, you'll add 30 grams of cream cheese or soft cheese, and then you're going to go ahead and microwave the cheeses for a couple of minutes. While that is microwaving and melting, you'll need 30 grams of coconut flour in your second bowl. You then add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. You are then going to add a pinch of salt. I then go ahead and add some herbs. So I'm using parsley. I've got some onion granules because we want that pizza taste, and I'm using oregano as well, and I use garlic granules. So you can add an Italian herb mix if you've got it handy. You then mix the flour and the herbs and baking powder and salt together. Once that is mixed together, you're going to incorporate it into your melted cheese. I don't mix the cheeses together because I want the flour to really go into the cheese. So you can do as much mixing as you like. But I realized that my mixture was a bit too warm and I didn't want it to cook my egg. So I put my egg to the side, and I'm going to put my mix to the side and let it cool down a wee bit. While that is cooling down, I am going to work on my sauce. I've got a saucepan. I have got some passata. This is about 5 grams of carbs per 100 grams. So I am measuring out 100 grams of passata. Passata is generally pureed tomatoes. I add a pinch of salt. I add some garlic granules. If you want, you can add your herbs to your passata as well, and you just want to place that on low heat and simmer it until it has thickened up and it's nice and good enough to spread on pizza. I then grab my cheese and add my egg because my cheese has cooled down a bit now, so I am happy with that. So I'm just going to work this through as much as I can. You might need some elbow grease just to work on this, but you just work it as much as you can. If you want to use your hands, go ahead, wash your hands and use your hands. But that's my mix after I've been working on it for a good few minutes. So I then get my hand. I don't get my hand. I just use my hand at this stage and just mold it into a bowl. There is my passata. It's thickening up nicely. It's on low heat. Just use low heat so that you do not burn it. So I then go ahead and just prep my toppings. So I've got some cheeses there. I've got a red onion and I've also got some cherry tomatoes. And then I mold my dough, and I've got some olive oil. So I've got a foil paper because I've run out of parchment paper. So I spread olive oil on a piece of foil paper, place my dough on that, work it with my fingers just to get it into like a circle, and then I'll get another piece of foil paper, place it on top of that and work that with my rolling pin and just get it nice and flat. And I want it thin enough to be like the to get that crispy base that I like. That's my base. So that's my passata. It's ready. And so to my base, I am going to put that passata on top of that, and then I'm just going to spread it through. I am using my spatula because it just comes in handy for this kind of work. I've got like a cake icer device thing that I chose to use at this stage, but you can use what you've got handy. You could even use like an eating knife, to be honest. So you'll notice I've left the sides free of sauce because I am going to stuff my pizza crust. So I am using mozzarella cheese just to stuff. You can use any cheese that you like. If you want to add the sauce to the side as well, you can do that. This is your pizza. You do what you want with it. I then fold the edges inward way. I hope that makes sense. Just fold the edges and just to try and fold the mozzarella cheese in. I then use a fork just to make sure that that seals in nicely, and that worked a treat. Once that is sealed, I then add my toppings. So that's my red onions, and I have got some plum tomatoes that I've just sliced in half. You know, the little plum tomatoes, I've sliced them in half. You could use cherry tomatoes. These could be called cherry tomatoes, I don't know, but this this is what I'm working with. So you then add your cheese on top of this. I have got some red Leicester cheese, so it's orangey in color, and I like it on pizza because it just looks awesome. So I've grated my cheese on my pizza. I have got an oven pan because I do not have the pizza cooking tray or whatever it is called, so I use my pan put upside down, and then just place my pizza on top of that, and I'll put it in the oven for 12 to 15 minutes at 200 degrees. So that is my pizza. It's been out of the oven and it got a thumbs up from my family members. Oh, yum yum. Look at the bottom of that. Obviously, if I had been using parchment paper, that would be easy to get off, but I did a good job, managed to get my pizza out. Look at the bottom of that pizza. No soggy bottoms here, and this is the best pizza I have tasted on keto. Look at my family members. They are so happy with this. They were actually asking for pizza slices. Look, it just pulls apart just like normal pizza dough would. This is brilliant. I am so happy about this pizza dough, so much that I made it a second time. So this is my second go. It's even better because I had parchment paper, and I served this with chicken, barbecue chicken, and some coleslaw. I am not exaggerating when I say this pizza is like the real thing. Please try it. No marzipan taste, no almond taste. It's fantastic. Love you for watching.